In this video, we're going to walk through almost the entire building of RadioKaikan in Akihabara, Tokyo. Now this building is unreal, and I'm sure there are tons of videos on YouTube about RadioKaikan in Akihabara, but I believe in this video I got some sick footage of literally the hundreds of anime figures that are in this building. As you can see, there's already anime figures right on the street in front of this building, and this was taken recently, just less than a week ago. So if there's anything in this video that really catches your eye, you can take a screenshot of it and hit up your friendly local proxy. If you don't have one, I have a friend living in, not Tokyo, in Osaka that could hook you up. Now, I didn't actually make it to the 9th and 10th floor because I was on a bit of a time constraint. My family was waiting for me, but as you can see on that advertisement on the elevator, on the 4th floor is the famous AmiAmi shop. In the corner there that we just passed is an anime figure store, as well as this shop had some anime figures as well as some other character goods like pins, and that shop extended all the way to there. I believe that one on the left that we just passed is a collector card shop, as is the one on now our left, and then this Tomoka, I think, are electronic accessories for your gaming setup. Then there was a whole wall here of the gachas, which were anywhere from like 100 to 500 depending. Now we did spend quite a bit of time in this anime figure store because my son was particularly looking for a Katakuri One Piece character. I don't really watch this anime. Actually, I've never watched it at all. But surprisingly, we couldn't find a lot of him, although there were tons and tons of One Piece figure setups. And all of these figure setups were lit up very brilliantly. So it was just so cool to see hundreds of figures all in one place, organized kind of like by their animes, or sometimes just by, like I saw one display that was just like a bunch of like super cute kind of like spicier girls, but they weren't all from like the same anime, or they weren't all Hatsune Miku or Super Sonico. And then there's a ton of Hatsune Miku's figures in here, ones I've seen already on like Instagram and ones I've never seen. I really loved this Madoka Magica setup here. So cute, and some of the anime figures were priced very reasonably. It's really hard to kind of gauge the quality of them, like when you're just looking at stock photos. So it's pretty rad to shop for anime figures in person. Now some of these they do have in stock in their boxes, but a lot of these are the actual one on display. I don't know who this character is. Looks like there's like her name on the bottom there, but if you see an anime figure that you love and adore from an anime that you know, feel free to comment it below and the timestamp, and then I can like add it into the description. This is now the journey to the 3rd floor, I believe. I actually really quickly skimmed through this place, and my voice is purposely not super loud because I wanted you to kind of get a vibe of how the building is with the authentic sounds like on the PA and like the different music playing in each of the shops. Now this whole floor was like mostly character pins and keychains, and then just like a lot of other random anime merch, and then it was organized per type of anime, and like the banner at the very top there shows what anime collectibles are underneath. A lot of pins. I actually asked them about 2 animes and they didn't have any merch for either of them, so I realized that most of the merch that they have are of animes that are currently trending, or like ones that have been more recently released, or ones that are just more popular. There's so much anime out there. Obviously they change out the merch in these buildings like over and over and over. So I was actually having this discussion with my friend who runs Milky Way Japan, and we were like discussing subscription boxes, and a lot of this stuff was pretty reasonably priced, so I can kind of see how some subscription boxes can like make their money because they're buying like some smaller collectible goods and then, you know, charging kind of like a base price. But a lot of these prices here were really, really shocking, because you'll shop on like a Mercari Japan or Yahoo Japan or eBay, and you know, you'll pay 2-3 times the price that they're charging here right in these stores. And of course, like the proxy wants to get paid, or they're going to be what is it called, like scalper prices, because it's on the internet. But if you are hardcore otaku and you are a hardcore collector, you really want to save your dollars and just come right out here. Bring a big suitcase. We only brought carry-on luggage, so we weren't really like preparing ourselves to buy a bunch of stuff. But if you are wanting to beef up your collection, then I highly suggest just come right out to Japan and buy it right out here, because the prices are so much more attainable than they would be online. So that was like a quick little snippet of like an adult corner on that floor. So that was the 3rd floor. Yeah, I was right. And now we're finally going up to the AmiAmi floor, which is super sick. Now, the first time we came out here, it was so packed, you could barely move, and it was kind of near the end of the day, and we had already played like so many of the rhythm arcade games during the day, so we were really tired. I really wanted to come back here so I could get some footage of these dope anime figures. They had this whole glass wall set up, so it was like basically a wall of glass cabinets that separated, you know, like one side of the room from the other, and they had all these anime figures that are sold out or just like a little more rare or no longer like being produced. And gosh, there was just so much going on in these cabinets. I didn't actually film every single cabinet, but I did try to get, you know, some of my favorite ones. And again, so many animes and video games and characters that I didn't recognize, but I was adoring every single one of them. It's got this spicy kind of like gunpla. I don't know, what is that? Was that like something hanging off her head? Some witchy girls. And again, if you recognize any of these characters, feel free to drop their names. Ooh, this girl in the pink, or on the pink base, I was actually thinking of her, so it was cool to see her in person. Then we've got Ayanami in the corner there, some Supersonico babes. Just seeing them in person, like I actually only ever really watched anime figures mostly on YouTube, and then like some of the ones that are available in my city, and it was so cool to just see the quality of paint. Now this is cool. They had, and I didn't notice this the first 2 times I came in here, but they had 2 Pullip dolls on the shelf as well, so they made it there with the anime figures, so I was pretty proud of them, and of course they should be, because they are just incredible dolls, and those 2 dolls especially are really, really gorgeous dolls. And so many people on like the first day that we came here and on the second day that we came were just like hoarded around these display cabinets. I really couldn't get a good look, but we came earlier in the day specifically. Ooh, I just love these 2 girls. I think I'm actually going to use them as the cover. I took a picture of them, but I don't know yet. So that is what I got of that display. I think I come back to it later. We're still on the same floor, so all of this stuff is in the AmiAmi branded store. They had like a Kirby section, Pokemon section. They had a whole section for Rement. They had like all of these, like I think not just Gunpla, but like I think they're like model cars that you can make, model car kits. They had like a little Ghibli section. Here are all of the Rement displays, so they had them in the individual boxes, and then you could also buy like the complete boxed set, so that's really cool. They had also Sumiko Kuragashi, am I saying that right? Whole section as well. They had a Kurila Kuma section. And yeah, it's just some pictures of the displays. I thought these remint were just so cute and cool. I would love to collect them, but I feel like they might not get as much love and attention as they should. They do make for really good quality doll photography though, because I think a majority of the pieces are the right scale for Pullip. This girl was really tall. I believe she is, the one we were just looking at is a 1/3 scale anime figure. And this one too was also really tall, like probably over 20 centimeters. So some, what are they called? I'm such a bad Pokemon fan, but I know they're like some of the more recent Pokemons. And then we had Power here, just looking awesome and amazing. Don't know who these characters are, but these two front girls were pretty spicy. And she was pretty cute. I think we already saw her, but we took a picture of her. Why not? Don't know who these girls are. I think they're from, actually, I keep seeing those little devil tails over and over. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So these girls are actually dolls, and they are CP Fairyland dolls. So I didn't even know that Fairyland has like their own anime dolls as well. Super gorgeous. I just unboxed my CP Fairyland Rondia minifee doll. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check that one out. And then we've got that Demon Slayer character. I believe he is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Am I right on that? Gosh, it's been years. But just the quality on this guy, like the paint quality, all the details of the scales on this dragon. Okay, so let's go up to the next floor and see what is going on. So we're coming up to the 5th floor now, and right away it looks like another anime character goods store. Some more figures and probably some other like stuff that was similar to the stuff that we were looking at before. Pins, lunch bags. Ooh, a doll shop, Dolly Teria. So I did pop into Dolly Teria on the second day that we came. So the footage of Dolly Teria will be in a different video. It'll be like a doll hunting, doll shopping video, so look out for that one. I specifically like mostly focused on just showing you the building in this video, and then really wanted to capture some of the anime figures that caught my eye. On this floor there was some Gunpla, and then they also had like a whole wall, you didn't see it, like you saw like half a second of it, of like already opened gacha that they were selling, like the little figures from the little crank machines. And then this floor had some board games and like some card games, and like nothing really for me, so I didn't really like look around that much there. But I guess if you're, and it looked like there was a lot of like American card games too, so I don't do Gunpla, but if you're into Gunpla, there was a lot of that there. Check out for this video, because I was able to get footage of all of the doll displays, and they were all so cute at the Azone Labelshop store. So that's what that was. And then going up one more floor to the Volks floor, where they have Gunpla on the one side, and then on the whole other side the Dollfie Dream Store. So I already released that video. Be sure to go check out the Dollfie Dream Store in Akihabara video. Comment below. Share this video with anyone you think might like it. Like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.